Hey, hey, hey. Good day, good day, good day. Yes, Wayne, I see you, my space cadet friend. Yes, I see you. Good morning, mommy. Good day, Lindsay. It's good to see you all. I'm like, it's Tuesday. I had to think about it for a second. Good day, Vanessa. Good day, Nan. Good day, Tim, Gladys. It's good to see you all. I hope everyone's doing well. It is a Joy Tuesday. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, welcome, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. And SIP stands for Spirit in Practice. Spirit in Practice. I'm joining you live right here on New Thought Media Network. It's wonderful to welcome you all into the congregation of joy this morning, Cecilia. Yes, yes, yes. So yesterday we had our meditating with the moon at 4 a.m. and many of you joined in. It was absolutely wonderful. We did a meditation with the moon and the trees because we've been feeling the trees lately. Yes, we have. And so we did a wonderful producer. Doesn't that just bring you some peace? Just looking at that picture, I just want to it's so grounding, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we did the replay at 10:30, and we're trying to figure out the whole thing around the days that we do the meditating with the moon. So you'll just be patient with us because we're working out some things with that. But 4 a.m., y'all, it is, it's that energy that it's a special time, y'all. So if you missed it yesterday, you'll have another opportunity. And I'll talk about that in some joy news because today we have to get into a new series, y'all. We got to get into a new series. We celebrated all week long our anniversary series and folks popping up. It was so much fun. So thank y'all for all of the love. Thank y'all for all of the love offerings during my anniversary series week. I really appreciate the love offerings that I received last week. And so we're going to get into something new. So I've been sharing that sometimes I wake up. Oh, wait a minute. I got to take a pause. Thanks for the replay. So you just complicated things there, right, Vanessa? Okay. All right. I feel like I need to do a focus group for the meditation with the moon to get some feedback from our congregation of joy. I think, what do you think, producer? Yeah, he's giving me the head nod and yeah, okay. All right. So I've been sharing for quite some time that I wake up to songs, right? And lately they have been these old spirituals that I grew up on at Antioch Church of God in Christ, right? You know, I was raised Pentecostal. I love gospel music. I love to praise. I love to worship. And those songs have been waking me up off and on for the last couple of weeks. And so this morning, I woke up before my alarm went off because you know what my alarm was this morning? It was two things. The birds singing. These birds are so happy. It is spring. They are like, talk about praising. These birds are praising. So it was probably about 5:30, something like that this morning. I woke up to the birds singing. I felt like one of the birds was right outside my window. It was so loud, but it was so beautiful. And then the second thing, right after I heard the bird song, here comes another song. And I was like, okay, all right, right? So I wrote the song down because I've been keeping a list of the songs now because I'm like, there's a series in here. There is a series in here. And guess what? The bird told me today's the day. Today is the day to sing the joy song. So we are having a joy song series. Yes, we are. And you know, in the Living Life in Joy show that comes on Sundays, that's one of my joy questions to my guests. What is your joy song? So these songs that have been waking me up or greeting me when I open my eyes are some of my joy songs that I want to share with you. And I hope that some of them resonates with you. I hope that it triggers your inner joy song, right? So I wanted to ground this in something. We was talking about trees and being grounded and rooted. And so I wanted to root this in something. And I was looking for inspiration. And then, what happens sometimes to me, my intuition clicks in, and intuition said, go get your ministry manual. I picked up my ministry manual last week when I was doing the anniversary series, because I wanted to make sure I had my ministerial vows correct, because I wanted to share those. And so I said, okay, let me go get it again. So my ministry manual is a manual that I created when I was in seminary school. So every minister creates a ministerial manual, and it's like our Bible, right? It's like that guidance that we need. It's our go-to for different things. So I go there, I'm flipping through it. I'm like, there's nothing here. Like, why did you want me to come through here, Spirit? And Spirit said, go to the last page. So I go to the last page, which is my vows. And I said, yeah, I did the vows. Come on now. So then I look up at the page, and the first thing on the page is a quote. So I read the quote, and I said, oh, okay. Here's the quote. The music is the message. The message is the music. So that's my little ministry. That's the big man upstairs. He gave it to me, a little ministry called Love and Happiness. And you'll know who that's by. Al Green. Yes, Al Green. So the music is the message, right? So I really took that in, because these songs keep waking me up. And I'm like, yes, these joy songs are a message. They are a message. So that's where we're going. That's where we're exploring. We are exploring the messages in these songs. So the song that woke me up a couple of days ago, or maybe a week or so ago, was this juicy one that I remember singing at church. And I remember it would get the folks going. They would get up and they would be clapping and testifying. It was doing praise and worship. And the song is Woke Up This Morning with My Mind Stayed on Jesus. Who knows that one? I know you know it, Pastor Al. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Jesus. So this song has been changed up a little bit in New Thought. So in New Thought, we say, woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Spirit, right? Yes, Vanessa, give me an amen out there. Yes, Vanessa, you remember, right? Yes. So in New Thought, Religious Science, and many Centers for Spiritual Living centers, we sang, woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Spirit, right? Imaja, you remember too. Oh, yes. And then it was also used during the civil rights movement. And the word that was incorporated instead of Jesus was freedom. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. So woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Jesus. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. All right. So I said when I was doing the Lord's Prayer that I was, watering it with some metaphysical water, right? So sprinkling my metaphysical watering on my Christian roots, because my roots are Christian. But I love all religions. And that's why I became an interfaith minister, because I truly believe that all paths lead to God. All paths lead to the divine. All paths lead. We will all join up, right? Because we are one. So whatever path it takes, that's the path it takes for you. But my path is Christian, right? So it's my metaphysical watering on my Christian roots. And so when I sing that song, wake up this morning with my mind stayed on Jesus. So I said, okay, let me consult some sacred texts. And so one of the verses in the Bible that I want to share is in Philippians 2:5. And this is what it says. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. I said, okay, yes, I can see that. I get that. And then the other one that is grounded in is in Isaiah 26:3. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth the truth. I say, yes, both of those. I'm sure those verses inspired that song, whoever the song writer is, right? So it's about, what is your mind focused on? What is your mind focused on? What is your attitude? Do you have the attitude and the mind of Christ consciousness, of the divine? What is your mind focused on? I was like, yes. Throughout the day, right? When I first wake up, my mind is pretty much like in heaven. I wake up, I'm excited. Well, let me take that back for just a second now. Let me rewind that. Hold on, y'all. Because when I first wake up, my mind is like, girl, you know you want to go back to sleep. Girl, don't get up yet. Just lay here. Just lay here. And I have to tell that mind, oh no, girl, we got stuff to do. We got to do our spiritual practice. We got stuff to do. So I just get up. I let her keep chit-chatting the way she do. And I keep it moving, right? So that's the for real, y'all, okay? And then, I do a little stretch in the bed. I plant my feet on the floor, and I say, thank you, God, for waking me up this morning. And I go and do my spiritual practice, right? And so early in the morning, my mind is stay on the divine. But as the day goes on, my mind starts to go, right? And I have to consciously bring it back, right? Gently, oh so gently, I welcome it back. Where are you going? What is your mind on? What are you focusing on, right? Are you focusing on the quality of God that I said I want to experience more of, that I want to be as for 2021? Where is your mind focused on? So sometimes I catch my mind focused on worry, right? I'm like, oh no, what are we worrying about? That's nothing to worry about. Come on back. Come on back. Focus on faith. So I have a practice when I become aware of these thoughts. They could be fleeting, but they fleet throughout the day, right? So I want to capture them and redirect it, right? I want to put some truth on it. Yes? So if my mind starts to go, lack and limitation, I said, oh no. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on abundance. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on the overflow. Oh yes. Oh yes. So this song and those verses are inviting us to use the mind to know that we have the same mind that Jesus the Christ had. And what did Jesus the Christ keep his mind focused on? Jesus the Christ kept his mind focused on love. He kept his mind focused on the truth. He kept his mind focused on the Father, right? What was his attitude? His attitude was love. His attitude was oneness. And believe it or not, his attitude was justice too. Jesus kept his mind on justice also. Jesus was an advocate. Wasn't he? He was an activist. He was for social justice. But that's a whole nother sip. One day I'm going to do a Jesus sip, I think. But right now we're doing songs. So have a servant attitude, a servant mind, right? Jesus the Christ was about being of service. How can I be of service? Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on service. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on gratitude, right? And we could cultivate that throughout the day. How can I be of service? How can I show up as love? How can I be obedient to my divine assignment, right? Jesus kept his mind stayed on his divine assignment. He was very clear about what it was for him to do. Very clear. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So the invitation is for us to have that clarity, that fortitude, that holy confidence that Mark Batterson talks about in Draw the Circle, right? To have faith. Yes. What are you waking up? What are you waking up to? When you woke up this morning, what was your mind on? Was it on that which you are, or was it on that which you really are not? And so the opportunity is for us to come back to center, right? To come back to what we are rooted in and rooted as and rooted through. Yes? Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on joy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And we could come back to that quality throughout the day, right? Keep your thoughts on and trust in God. Keep your thoughts on and trust in the universe. Trust in your higher power. Trust in the Most High. Trust in whatever it is that, trust in life. How about that, right? Trust in the quality of God that you are welcoming into your life for 2021. And I haven't done a roll call in a minute. And so I think it's time for a roll call. So when I do this roll call, let me make sure I said everything I needed to say before we do the roll call. The question today, okay? I do have a question for you to take into contemplation. What are you keeping your mind stayed on? And so your homework is to be conscious, more vigilant. You are the watchman at the gate, right? Our subconscious mind is telling us, is running a show back there, and our mind might not be stayed on that which we desire it to be stayed on. So we have the opportunity to come back to center, to call it in and say, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on what? Stayed on what? So that's the question, and that is your homework. So let's do a roll call. So when I say your name, what I would invite you to do is say, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on, and then insert your quality. And if I don't say your name, just put your quality of God in the comments, and I will add you to the roll call. I have it right here, y'all. All right. And I shared before that I pray over this. I pray over your qualities of God, knowing it is the truth of who you are already. So here we go. I woke up this morning with my mind, Lenora, love and abundance. Stephanie, purpose. Sekou, abundance. Julian, connection. Simone, spiritual growth. Mark, enthusiasm. Mommy, joy and love. Sue, energy. Pamela, bliss. Erica, well-being. Stephanie Francis, love. Vanessa, confidence and abundance. Patricia, abundance and love. Nan, confidence and allowing. Tim, inspiration. David, grace. Cynthia, compassion in action. Ron, prosperity. Chris, awake and mindful. Donna Freeman, encouragement. Linda, creativity and inspiration. Wayne, greatness. Imaja, joy. Mike, abundance. Edith, love. Margaretta, faith and insightfulness. Stacy, love and freedom. Robert, prosperity and expansion. Jean, connection. Diego, expansion. Lindsay, kindness. So if I missed you, if you didn't hear your name, just write it in the comments. This is the qualities of God that we are cultivating, that we are claiming the victory as for 2021. All right? And so we have an incantation, we have an affirmation that we speak every day. That is this quality. Yes? Are you still doing your work? It's 2021, yo. We're not playing. We're not playing. Yes, Lindsay, I woke up with acceptance and joy. Yes, woke up this morning with my mind stayed on acceptance and joy. Yes, yes, Simone. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on joy, Imaja. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on abundance and confidence. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on abundance, right? Woke up this morning with my mind glad it stayed on creativity and prosperity. Yes, yes, yes. So the invitation is to take that in, to take it in, to be it, to keep your mind focused on it, because our mind likes to wander and go on trips. And we just have to bring it back home, bring it back center. Cecilia, I will add you to the list, girl. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on gratitude. Oh, yes, 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 producer. Tame that monkey mind that's just running amok, right? Get your tree. Yesterday we did a meditation. Everybody found their tree. Yes? Find your tree. Find your tree in your consciousness. Yes? Lean into it and just say, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on joy, whatever your quality of God is. I woke up this morning with my mind, and just bring that back to yourself throughout the day. We are practicing. We practice throughout the day, not just in the morning, not just when we're here on Morning Sip, throughout the day. That's how you tame the monkey mind. You gently bring it back. You don't beat yourself up. You don't criticize it. You don't analyze it. You just say, thank you, because my monkey mind is giving me the opportunity to bring it back to center. My monkey mind is telling me, hey, I'm running amok. Come get me and bring me back to the tree. Yes, the tree of life. The tree of life. So that's the invitation. So that's where we are, y'all. We are in the joy song. And so each one of you have your own joy song. And that is the quality that you are stepping into, trusting and having faith, the faith that Jesus the Christ had. And you are keeping your mind stayed on that which you are. So at the end of today's sip, I'm going to play the song, Woke Up This Morning with My Mind Stayed on Jesus. And it's sung by, I'll tell you in a minute who it's sung by. So that's going to close out the service today. So I really invite you to stay to the very end, to just sit with the song. You could take it into meditation with you. It's about 2.5 minutes, not long. And just see and feel and know and embrace. And you could say your your quality of God, your essence. Okay? All right, y'all. So I am Rev Melissa. I'm an interfaith ordained minister. I am a religious science practitioner, and I am a purpose coach. And I say that Triune is my ministry of joy, where I support people in living life in joy. Oh, yes, connected to their yes. So if you need support, I'm putting out the call to you. If you need support with keeping your mind stayed on that which you are, then reach out to me, DM me, and we can set up some time to talk. If my ministry of joy resonates with you, you can make a love offering to I Am Rev Melissa at Cash App and Venmo. I appreciate the love. I appreciate you participating in the law of circulation, the giving and the receiving. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Thank you all so much. All right. Now it's time for some joy news. It's time for some joy news, y'all. All right. So I mentioned meditating with the moon, and that's what we did yesterday at 4 a.m. Eastern time. And I just want to shout out my congregation of joy who showed up at that hour of the day. Yes, we woke up this morning with our minds stayed on meditating with the moon yesterday. So I want to shout out Julian, Sekou, my mama, Ron, Pastor Al, Wayne, Lula May, Patricia, Aluwakimi, Tim. Thank y'all. Thank you. And if I missed you, it could be because you didn't put a comment in the stream. So just let me know if you were there. Just put your name in the comment and let me know so that I can give you some praise and congratulations and look what you did. Yes, yes, yes. We had a good time. We had a good time. And I know some of you watched the replay, and I appreciate you just being grateful for the replay also. So our next meditating with the moon, I really cannot stress how powerful it is to meditate at that hour of the day. And just know, oh, yes, Nan. Oh, yes, girl. The group is growing. Oh, yes. We're about that expansion. We're about that overflow. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Just got something, but I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it. All right. You watched the overflow. Okay. Yeah, Nan. I knew something had to happen because you are my regular. I could count on you showing up, right? So I understand sometimes that happens. It's all good because guess what? There's another opportunity happening on April 27th, 4 a.m. Eastern time. And it's the full moon, but not only is it a full moon, it's called a pink super moon. A pink super moon. Patricia, I know you love that, girl, because that's your favorite color. So it is a pink super moon on April 27th, 4 a.m. So that is our next meditating with the moon. All right. Then Sunday, this past Sunday, we had a fabulous Living Life in Joy with Imaja Jubilee, poet extraordinaire, lifestyle influencer, singer, songwriter, and what? A forest bather. Oh, she talked about the trees on Sunday. That's what got me going again with the trees. And she talked about forest bathing, going into the forest, finding your tree, loving on your tree, hugging it, getting your feet in the soil, taking your shoes off. Oh, yes, yes. So if you didn't see that, you need to check it out. That was this Sunday. And something that you said, Imaja, that has stuck with me. You said, be the light. Don't be the lampshade. Yes, yes. Be the light. Don't be the lampshade. I love that. So thank you for that love. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for the gift that you gave us when you read your poem. So please support the poets. Yes, support Imaja. You can find her book of poetry. It's called Soul to Soul. There it is. Thank you, producer. And you can find it. You could reach out directly to her, or you could also find it on Amazon. Okay? All right. My guest this Sunday is another fabulous woman, dynamic woman in the technology space. I took a a very intense class with her last year. Her name is Dr. Stephanie Jones, and she calls herself the Digital Empire Builder. And she certainly is. I learned so much from her. And she's also the creator of the Hustle Mama Tribe. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So you can check her out. She will be my guest on Sunday, Living Life in Joy, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. Please save the date because we're having a trunk show for Gladys Williams Asante's Jewels. Yes, on April 24th at 6 p.m. on Zoom. So please mark your calendars. I'll be sending out the Zoom link very soon. All right. And it's perfect timing because it's right before May. And you know, May is Mother's Month. I just extended Mother's Day to Mother's Month. May is Mother's Month. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So you could get your mother, or if you're a mother, your kids could get you a beautiful gift from Asante's Jewels. Or you could just get one for yourself because you need some nurturing too, right? Yes, Tim, you need some nurturing. Get something for yourself. All right, y'all. So that's April 24th, 6 o'clock. All right. Last thing I want to share before we play the song is please donate to the New Thought Media Network. They have amazing, positive, uplifting programming. So please check out the other programming that is happening on the network. You could donate at their website, ntmedia.org. Just click on donate and make your donation there. All right, y'all. So we're going to close out with the song, Woke Up This Morning with My Mind Stayed on Jesus. And you can plop in your quality. You can plop in whatever it is that you would like. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So here it is. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on.
Hey, y'all, I love that song.
Yeah, I do too.
Wasn't it a blessing?
It was a blessing.
But I remember those songs way back in the
I know what you're talking about.
You know, like Give Me That Old Time Religion.
Come on.
But I remember that there was a mother at the church where I belonged. I was a little girl. They would always have testimony service.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
And everybody would always stand up and talk about how good God has been to them. What he's done for them.
Yeah.
But there was this one certain mother.
I know who you're
that when
talking
she
about.
stood up,
What she said?
She broke out with a song and she said this. I woke up this morning with my mind and it was stayed on Jesus. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind and it was stayed on Jesus. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind and it was stayed on Jesus. Oh, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. God Almighty, I'm a walking and talking with my mind, and it was stayed on Jesus. I don't know about you, but I'm walking and talking with my mind, and it was stayed on Jesus. Well, I'm a walking and talking with my mind, and it was stayed on Jesus. Oh, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, I woke up this morning